Hello, darlings. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you're another YouTuber, let me know down in the comments and I will sub you back. Now stay safe, wear your masks, and here's the video. Hello, darlings. It's Brandy here from BRC Nails. Today, we stole Fay's idea. Fay from NotABeautyQueen 06. Now, I will get into the story in a minute, but first, let me give this shout out to my girl Tia and her giveaway. Okay, so basically you have to follow Tia, Snazzy Nail Art Studio by Tia, Yayogi Jellin, and yayogi.blog on Instagram. Repost it on your story and tag her. Like the photo, you know, the Instagram post. I will have the link to it in the description box. Tag 5 friends in the comments and multiples of 5, so you know 5 people is 1 entry, 10 people is 2 entries, like that, okay? But not singly, they have to be in groups of 5. Make sure you're subscribed to her YouTube channel and take a screenshot of watching one of her videos for 3 minutes, and that is pretty much it. There's a bunch of things you can do for brownie points. The prizes are: first prize is a Yayogi Polygel kit. You get 1 color with it. I don't think she has a choice. You just get what they send, kind of. And for the second prize and third prize, you get 3 hollow polishes and a thing of gems. So the link to the post on Instagram will be in the description box, and you can read all the rules better that way. But yeah, she's wonderful, and please go enter her giveaway. Okay, so what had happened was, last year, Fay did a video using the molds that you, like, clip to your finger to make different designs, literally, like, a year ago. And I have some and had them for the last year or more, and Katherine had some as well. So we were going to do a collab, like the 3 of us or anybody else that had it, and it just kind of got swept under the rug. So, you know, when you clean, you find shit, and it was something that we were going to do anyway, but this time we did it without telling Fay because we thought it would be funnier this way. And believe me, it's funnier this way. All right, let me show you what happened and we will go from there. All right, y'all, so I started with the nails already painted with this Model 1's color change blooming. It's very beautiful, and this Emily 029, it's like a gunmetal metallic. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So you know, I wanted the contrast to be, you know, good, so I chose that darker color. Now here are the little molds that, you know, they come 3 in a set, at least all the ones that I've seen from AliExpress, and you can see the little indentations there. Not so great, but you know, I need another light. My other light broke, and I'm just being cheap and not getting another one, which I should get it soon. So I'm just trying to see like which one would fit which finger, and I did do them on shorter nails because obviously it wouldn't have worked right on longer nails. And yes, I'm out of frame here, I'm sorry. It'll come back in a second. When it didn't have the polish in it, it seemed to stick to the nail pretty well. So I wasn't really expecting a lot of mess, but oh, there is mess. There is mesh. So here I am again, just trying to size the nail to the molds, because it looks like the designs are exactly the same. They're just larger or smaller. So, you know, we'll see. Well, you'll see. I already know. So I wasn't sure how I was going to keep it onto the nail. Like, I wanted to get one of those little spotlight lamps like Katherine has, but I really don't want to spend the money, so I'm working with what I got. Okay. And actually, I got sent the clip later. It was out of stock when I got the actual molds, so you know, I'm trying to figure out how the hell this goes in there, and then I see the little stick-up things, right? So I'm like, oh, cool, and I just line them up. I try to put the nail in there. It don't work because of the stand, and then I try to put the nail in there again, and the plastic is backwards. The silicone or whatever it is was upside down. So, you know, I put my finger in there and was like, duh. But once you get it the right way around and you put it on your finger, it clamps securely. So what I want to do is try that with, you know, a tip already on my hand, and then trying to apply it, because that it's very, very snug, very snug. So, you know, I want to try every type of embellishment or technique or whatever for press-on nails. Like, you know, I can do extensions. I'm not great at them, but, well, I can rock some poly gel. But even with hard gel, it's, you know, I love my press-ons. So that's pretty much the goal of this channel, is to learn how to do everything on press-ons. Like, there shouldn't be a limit. I mean, there are some things that are impossible, of course. But if I could find a way to do it, I'm going to try it. So in Fay's video, she put the polish in there, you know, lightly, and then she took a cleanup brush with some alcohol on it and just kind of like swiped it lightly down the mold itself. But I found with my brush, I don't know if it's just because it was too splayed out, like, you know, it's been used a lot and it's a cheap brush, you know. So I don't know if it was because of that, or if I was just putting way too much pressure on it. But it was taking the stuff out of the mold as well, like out of the design as well as out of the other parts. So right away, of course, I'm getting frustrated because I really wanted it to work. So the first one, instead of putting it on top of the nail and then putting it in the lamp, I saw a few videos on AliExpress where they do the design in the mold itself, like especially those new bow ones. Like, those bows are everywhere. They do the bow in the mold and then put it in the light without it being on the lamp, or without it being on the nail, and then once they take it out, they just peel the bow off and put it on the nail, and it's curved like that because the mold is curved, so it fits to the sticky layer of the polish perfectly. So that's what I ended up doing in the end. If you are still watching this video, please hit the like button. Let a girl know you are here. Leave a comment. Don't forget to hit the bell if you want to watch more videos and know when I upload, because YouTube, the algorithms are not friendly to small creators. So you hitting that like button and hitting the bell makes the algorithm pay more attention to my channel as well. So please and thank you. I know it's a little painful to watch, but it really took me a long time. So I put it in the lamp and it came out in one hard piece, which is okay, but it's only supposed to be the filigree on there. If anybody knows how to do filigree and wants to teach me, I am here. I am here for it all day. Do a tutorial video. Hit me up in my DMs. I need to know how to do this, and I suck at it really, really bad. Really bad. So, but I just love it. I'm entranced by it. All those Russian and European nail artists where they're just so classy nails and stuff. I want to do that, but I just don't know how. So I find myself doing things like this. So I decided to fill it in with a toothpick the way I would a regular mold. And I speed this up a lot because, you know, it was tedious, but it was worth it, I think. It wasn't perfect, of course, because I was having a hard time telling exactly what was the filigree and what was the, you know, the space between them. It is my first time using these, of course, so that affects it as well. Well, I hope everybody's Halloween was wonderful. Mine was just like any other day, which really sucks because in our family, Halloween is the holiday. The holiday. We are very spiritual, you know, still Christian, but, you know, definitely believe in karma and auras and, you know, on Devil's Night, the veil between ghosts and us and all that, you know, spooky hoodoo stuff. That's our bread and butter. That's our cup of tea. That's what we do. So part of decorating the yard and giving the kids the candy is a big part of it as well. I mean, we still did everything else that we normally do, but all the quote unquote regular holiday things were gone. You know, no pumpkin carving and eating the pumpkin seeds with salt after they've been toasted in the oven. And the kids, of course. But I don't want no kids coming near me, so I don't want anyone coming near me besides my immediate family. So you know how that goes. So to stay, I don't mean clean, but like, you know what I mean? We're not taking any chances. My parents both have compromised immune systems, especially my dad. So he's been going stir crazy all summer already. And he's a very social person. He likes to talk to people, but, you know, he's stuck with his video chat, and that's about it. But anyways, that's my life. Now, I'm slowing it down a bit again. It's still faster than normal, but I did want to show you taking it out of the mold. I wish that I had done it a little easier, because as I'm cracking it, it's breaking the design apart. Which is okay. Like on the ring finger, the design is broken apart, and I was able to piece it back together and put it on top like that. But this, I was just trying to take it out like all in one piece, and it just didn't work. And it, you know, the lines were bent, and it just wasn't, you know, it wasn't going right, basically. So I went a third time and then tried to apply it to the nail itself. Okay, so for this next time, at first I was going to do the toothpick again, but that was so tedious. I decided to try the wiping one more time. But what I did with this was I put barely any pressure, and instead of like brushing the bristles down it, I kind of put the pressure under, like at where the base of the bristles meet the brush, and that ended up working out fairly well. There still are a lot of parts that should be clear or empty that were not, but that I basically put it on the nail, took my two fingers, you know, took my two hands, held it down on the top of the nail, and it worked out okay. So I considered that a success, even though it's not what it's supposed to be. Now, for this thumbnail, I mean this ring finger. Since the thumb came out okay, I decided I was going to try it again with the smaller mold, which I hadn't used yet. So this is me going through, tapping into the alcohol, and just wiping down with like the base of the brush, or the base of the bristles, like I said, because the tips of the bristles are very, you know, jagged. It was sliding around all over the place, only half of it stuck in there. I was trying to hold it with two hands like I did with the thumb, but it didn't really work. So I took some alcohol, and I'm trying to clean this off, and I can't. And that's because it cured to the nail. Duh, because it was in the light. The other parts didn't cure because it was sliding around, I guess, so they were just still in the mold itself. So I had to paint a whole new nail. I decided to go with the wiping again, but this time I'm just gonna pull it off piece by piece, because I know from when I pulled off the thumbnail one that it's gonna break. So I made sure that I picked it off, you know, in pieces that would make sense for me to put it back together again. So this one was a semi-pass. The whole thing is a semi-pass, but that's the point, right? To learn and to share our mistakes, or our, you know, our triumphs or whatever. And as from the ideal that I had at the beginning to how it ended was definitely not the same, because I really thought it would be fairly easy to do, and it's not. And I don't know, like I said, if it's because of the intricate design that I chose, or if it's just, you know, the way that I attempted to do it. But I am being very, very light-handed, putting top coat on and around it. You don't have to like pile it on there. The 3D will stay if you put a liberal top coat on there. I mean, you could definitely bulk it up and lose the 3D, but I mean, what's the point of doing that? If, you know, why did you use the mold if you're going to do that? Unless you want to encapsulate it for some reason, which is possible too. And of course, you know, I had to add some pieces from BRC's Nails Tips X Pieces from my Etsy shop. So I'm taking the middle nail here and I am making a circle of my drill gel glue because the piece that I'm putting from the store is a little heavy. So I want to make sure that it sticks, and like a regular base coat or top coat I don't think would be good enough. That's the only piece from the store. The gems I got from AliExpress. But I find myself wanting to put things in the middle of that hole, and I don't know why. In these nails, I put some of the caviar beads in the middle with a stone or two. So it just kind of lit up like the way that the other caviar bead nails did. So here I took I took a large one and then 2 small ones, and I just put them in there for a little extra bling. Put it in the lamp for 30 seconds, or 60 seconds, I'm sorry. And yeah, top coat. You can top coat over the metal, but you cannot top coat over the gems. So I basically top coated and then put this on and left it at that. I didn't put any top coat on it or over it or whatever. So that is pretty much it. These are the nails all finished. Miss Fay, I hope you got a laugh out of this, because I know that she had the sliding problem in her IGTV video. But I was lucky enough to just be able to be on tips. I know Katherine probably had a problem with the sliding too. It looked like she used the alligator ones maybe, and it just didn't really set right. But you're going to have to watch her video to see that. The links for that, for Fay's information, for Tia's giveaway, all that stuff is in the description box down below. So please don't forget to check that out. Don't forget to check out my store, BRCNailsTipsxPieces on Etsy. That is always in the description box. Always, always. So yes, there's a bunch of stuff there. I hope to see y'all there soon. Even if you just go take a look, like a couple things, you know, just show your girl some love. You don't have to order if you're not interested. That's cool. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thanks so much for watching. Have a marvelous day. And thanks again. Mwah.